Hello and welcome to Radio Oddities YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, my name's Ben, station call sign Mike 7 X-Ray Italy Italy. And in today's video we're going to be talking about the 10 metre band, because as of around a week and a half ago here in the UK it is wide open. So in today's video I'm going to be discussing what the problem is with 10 metres being open. What is the problem with 10 metres being open? Let me indulge you. So when the 10 metre band first opened, like I say, around a week and a half ago here in the UK, it took me by surprise because it's been dead for so long. So I took it upon myself to go on a number of social media, Facebook groups that I am part of, to let people know, hey guys, 10 metres open here in the UK, get on it, get making, QSOs, DX, etc, etc. To prove that 10 metres was open, I had QSO with an Italian station. I'm not going to put the guy's call sign on this video, but I QSO'd with an Italian station. I videoed the QSO with the Italian station and posted it to a couple of groups just to prove that, yes, 10 metres is open. And the feedback that I got on that video was kind of strange. I had a number of people telling me that it wasn't an Italian station at all. It was a guy a couple of streets down pulling my leg. Now, I know as much as anybody that the 10 metre band is just as susceptible to pirates, people mucking around, etc, etc. But the guy gave me an Italian call sign, which was verified by QRZ.com, and I use QRZ.com, I use EQSL, I use Logbook of the World, amongst many other online logbooks. And in the video, the guy had an Italian accent. If you know what Italian accents are like, it's certainly not a Yorkshire accent. I have a Yorkshire accent because that's where I'm from Yorkshire. I had a chap telling me that the guy had a Yorkshire accent. He didn't, he spoke nothing like me. And I can confirm that on QRZ.com, I put all the log details in, and the chap actually confirmed the QSO. So, and I tried to explain to people that it was genuinely an Italian contact, but I was absolutely pulled to bits on this video. People telling me that 10 metres isn't open at all. They were laughing when I said that, I've made contact with an Italian. And it is of my opinion that, and my opinion, you might think don't count for very much, but if you don't have anything positive to say, don't say it at all. That's how I go about my daily business. And don't get me wrong, there were plenty of people that were saying well done on the QSO, giving me plenty of encouragement. And I was doing people a favour by telling people that the 10 metre band were open, because I, as we all know, I think 10 metres is a fantastic band when open. So I had a number of people absolutely shredding me to bits when I tried to suggest that I had made QSO. Now, the 10 metre band can be a very hard band to work. I've had more than my frustrations with this band, with antennas, with radios, with getting out there, making QSL, whatever. So I know that it can be a challenging band to work, and I can only imagine that the people that decided to shred me on this video was having difficulties making contact on 10 metres. I know of no other reason why. I look at our hobby as a very niche hobby, and I like to think that we're all intelligent people, and we should stick together. There's not many people that are into amateur radio compared to all the other different hobbies out there. As I've said, it's a niche hobby, and I just don't understand why people would discourage, why operators would discourage other operators from working the bands. It's just beggars belief. The comments that I received would be enough to put any... I'm not a new operator. I've been on the air for many years. But if I was a brand new operator and I was proud of my first QSO, and I'd posted it into said groups. I know social media is an unforgiving world, but that would be enough to put me off and to say, right, forget it, I'm not bothered. But it don't put me off. It don't put me off. I'm quite thick-skinned. So just something else that I wanted to bring up, which I found strange, whilst we're on the topic of other operators pulling other operators to bits. I have noticed that certainly here in the UK, I hold an M7 call sign, which is a UK foundation license. So there's 3 tiers, there's foundation, intermediate and full. And the amount of times that I see older operators with full licenses, G call signs, absolutely pulling to bits M7s because they hold a foundation license, and even sometimes intermediates, 2E0s. I just don't get it. As a G call sign, I would have thought that one, you'd want to encourage younger people, because I'm 27 years old. I don't know many other 27-year-old AM radio operators. I'm certainly the first among my group of friends that is an AM radio operator. But I would have thought that younger people should be encouraged and guided to get into ham radio, otherwise it would be a dying hobby. And if you hold a full license, I would want to guide foundation and intermediate licenses. I wouldn't want to pull them apart for genuine questions. I know a lot of the time people post silly questions just for a reaction, but the amount of times that I myself, I don't know everything there is to know about radios. I'm a pretty simple guy. I run 2 meters, I run 10 meters. I don't really dabble much in digitals. I don't even really dabble much in repeater work. I have my local repeater and that's about it. I could tune many more, but it's not something that really interests me. It's not that I can't do it, it's just that I don't want to do it because I'm not interested in that side of things. But I would have thought that certainly full license holders would want to guide younger people, and when I've asked questions, I've been pulled to bits just for holding an M7 call sign. I find it very strange that people would want to do that. It's not very encouraging for other people to get into the hobby because other people see it. And as I've said, I know social media is an unforgiving place, but we've got to be kinder to each other. If this hobby is going to work and we're going to get more and more people into this hobby, younger people into this hobby, we need to stop this prejudice against people who don't have full licenses or intermediate licenses, etc, etc. So what was the point of this video? One, to tell you that if you're in the UK, 10 meters is open. I am on 28440 megahertz now. This is what I was calling CQ on earlier. Maybe you heard me, maybe you came back to me. I know a couple of English stations have, a couple of Italian stations. I've worked Croatia today, I've worked Slovenia today, I've worked Germany today, I worked Austria yesterday, multiple Italian stations. Italy really is coming across on 10 meters in the UK this week. So number one, get on 10 meters, get out there, get DX in. It's wide open at the moment, the best I've heard it in a long time. And secondly, do not go on social media. No, I'm just joking. Be kinder to people. If you are one of the people that I've spoke about, a G call sign, and I'm not saying that all G call signs are like that, but I have seen a lot of it, a lot of G call signs calling out M7s and 2E0s. Just be kind to people, encourage people. What is quite difficult to us is obviously very easy to you, and I can understand maybe why it would frustrate you, but just guide. There's nothing wrong, and as I've said, if you don't have anything nice to say, then it's probably best if you don't say it at all. So I will try, I'm not a technical wizard on these videos, I will try to post confirmations of the QSOs that I've had this week on 10 meters, and they have been confirmed. So it's not a guy down the street pulling my leg. I've had EQSLs, Logbook of the World confirmations, QRZ confirmations, blah blah blah. I will try to post them in the links to this video, just so that you know I'm not pulling your leg. And thanks for watching. I would be interested to know in the comments below if you have experienced what I've experienced. If you've been on 10 meters this week, tell me where you've been, what you've been doing. I'd like to hear about it. Tell me if you've met the same reactions as me. 10 meters in open, you know, it's a guy down the street, blah, blah, blah. And again, about this thing with G call signs to M7s, etc., etc. Let me know if you have experienced any of that prejudice, because I think there's far too much of it. So thanks for watching the videos. Get yourselves on 10 meters. If you hear me calling, I will be on 28,440 megahertz USB, probably all this week, putting out CQ. If you hear me, get back to me. I'd love to confirm contact with you on any of the logbooks that I've mentioned in the video. And stay safe, more importantly, in these uncertain times. This is a fantastic way to keep in touch with people. If you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling a bit down, get on the radio and get QSO into people, because it's honestly, it can help up here when you hear them voices. If you're living on your own, you don't have much family or friends, blah blah blah. So stay safe in the lockdown, and thanks for watching the video. Comment below, like, share, subscribe, etc., etc. Stay safe. Bye bye and 7 threes. Thank you.